So here in this video I'm going to show you how I have created this wonderful automation such that whenever I am receiving lead from this type form, I am automatically creating subscriber in my kit. For that I'm going to do a form submission, and if a subscriber is created in my kit, then this will show us that this particular automation workflow is working fine. So here I'm going to enter some dummy details. My name is Smart, my last name is Lead, my email address is smartlead@pablitudes.com, and then I'm going to enter the phone number. So here the phone number was this one, and then I'm going to enter the city as Bhopal, and then I'm going to simply click on this submit. As soon as the form submission is done, I'm going to open my kit and check whether the subscriber is created or not, and here you can see that instantly we have created this subscriber. So the name is Smart Lead, the email address was smartlead@pablitudes.com, and this is the phone number. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run. And now to learn how to create this, let's start creating this from the beginning. Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, I'm going to show you how I'm going to add all the leads which I'm capturing from Typeform to my kit. And for this, I'm simply going to create integration between these two applications, Typeform and Kit, using Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com in your browser. Now before we sign into our Pabbly account, let me quickly take you towards Pabbly community. So you can join this Pabbly community to connect with business owners, experts, and the Pabbly support team. You can share tips, ask questions, and get quick solutions to your automation challenges. You can stay updated on latest features and collaborate with thousands of users who help and support each other every day. Now, if you want to learn how you can join this community, then please check out the link given in the description. Let's move back towards Pabbly. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, we can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in, and if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on this sign in, and here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect, access now. And here it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I have created over here. If you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow, and I need to select my workflow builder. We have this new beta, which is modern, faster and more flexible one, and then we have this classic, which is a stable and a familiar approach. I'm going to select this new beta, and then I'll name this workflow as turn Typeform leads into Kit subscribers instantly, and now I'm going to select my folder. Now these are the folders which have been created, and here I'm going to select it as all automations and then click on create. So here workflow created successfully. Now as soon as I click on create, this box has appeared in front of me where I need to enter my trigger application. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Now here in this workflow, I want that whenever I receive a new form submission or a new lead, that should be automatically added as a subscriber in my kit account, which means whenever I'm going to receive a new lead, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger basically activates or triggers any workflow. Here in my trigger application, I will be taking Typeform, and following this trigger application in my action application, I will take kit. Here in my trigger application, let me quickly take Typeform, and in my trigger event, I am going to select it as new entry and then click on connect. So if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, then click on this connect with Typeform. Now over here, I've already logged in my Typeform, and I'm going to just grant away the permissions by clicking on this accept. Your data is completely saved with Pabbly Connect, so you can do this. Here connection created successfully, Typeform is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I need to select the form. I will be selecting this registration form. If I open my Typeform, over here we can see this registration form. I'm going to open this, and now if I go back towards my workflow, I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request, and you can see this waiting for the webhook response. So now I need to do a test submission in order to capture the webhook response here in this workflow. So for that, I will be opening this particular registration form. I'm going to copy the link of this form, paste it in a new tab, and then I'm going to enter some dummy details there. So here I'm going to enter my first name as current, my last name as lead, my email address as current, 624@pablitudes.com, and then I'm going to enter my phone number, and then I'm going to enter the city. After doing this much, I'm going to do this form submission by clicking on this submit. Here, as soon as the form submission is done, I'm going to open my workflow and check whether I have received this response or not. And here, let's wait for the webhook response. And here I have received the response. So I have entered the details like my name was current lead, and then I have received the email address, the city, and the phone number. Now here, as soon as I have done the form submission, I have captured that response in this workflow, and this shows the connection setup which we have created between Typeform and Pabbly Connect. That is working fine. And now whenever there will be new lead, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. Moving on towards the next step, whenever I receive a new form submission, I want to create a subscriber in my Kit account. I'm going to click on this add new action step, and in my action application, I'm going to search for Kit. And in my action event, I'm going to select it as add subscriber to a form and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, I need to enter the API key and the API secret. Now to get these both, I need to open my Kit account and then go towards the account settings. I'm going to click on the hyperlink and I will be landed towards the account settings in Kit. Now from here, I'm going to scroll down and then I'm going to click on this developer. Now over here, I have this API key and the API secret. I'm going to simply copy both of these details and paste that over here. After entering these details, I'm simply going to click on this save, and you will see it will be connected to Pabbly Connect. Now I need to enter these details. First, I need to select this form. So over here, I just have one form in my Kit account, so I have selected that only. Then I have to enter the first name. Now over here, I'm not going to enter like this, but instead I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. I have received the response from this type form, and when I click on this field, I can see this type form. When I click on this, I can see all the response which I have received from there. I am going to enter the name as first name as current, and then I will enter my email address as this one, and then I'm going to skip this tag. If you want to enter the tag, you can do that. I'm going to enter the last name as I'm going to enter the phone number. So here, this is the phone number. Now I'm going to skip this price and the product. If you want to enter anything, you can do that. I'm simply going to enter these details which I've captured. Now over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static, and the information will not change even when you receive the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. After entering all these details, I'm going to click on save and send test request, and here I've received the response, and this response is a positive one. I'm going to open my Kit, and from here I'm going to go towards the subscribers. Let's check whether the subscriber is created here or not. And here it is, we have created this current. So if I open this, you can see that the email address was current624@pabblytudes.com. Then the name was current lead, and the phone number was this 93931. Now to summarize, we took Typeform as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We received the new form submission, and then we wanted to create the subscriber. So we took Kit as an action application, made connection with Pabbly Connect, entered all the required details, executed this workflow, and finally created the subscriber. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created automation between this Typeform and Kit using Pabbly Connect. I have attached the link of this workflow in the description so that you can check this out, and you can stay tuned to our channel for learning more such interesting automation. If you have any doubts, you can comment on this video below, and we will try to resolve it as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.